What is up, guys? It is Extraneous G here. You might know me as Gavin, but I just changed my name recently. I decided to just have a different name. I just didn't feel like having my name on there. It's kind of wanted a cool name or whatever. So we're gonna be doing a record prediction for the NFL 2021-2022 season, whatever. I thought this would be a really cool video. This is my first record prediction or whatever. I don't think it's horrible. Like I don't think it's that good, but it is my first one that I'm doing on YouTube. I mean, I've done them in the past, but I didn't post them. So don't bash me too hard, but I don't. It's whatever. I mean, people are gonna hate on anything, so I'm just gonna get right into this. I did record this video already, but there was noise in the background and I had to redo it all over again. Yeah, because I could have just cut it out, but I forgot to cut whatever it was out. So I had to leave and I didn't cut it out and it just looked stupid. Yeah, so we're gonna do it again. So start off with the AFC North. I had the Baltimore Ravens winning the AFC North at 12-5. I had the Cleveland Browns in second at 11-5. Wait, no, 11-6. Sorry, 11-6, and then I had the Bengals in third at 5-12. And I had the Steelers in fourth at 5-12. So yeah, that's that. I mean, obviously, I think that could be pretty close between the Ravens and the Browns. I think most of people's predictions can go either way. It just depends on what your mind's at. I think the Ravens are, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Browns. So I had them winning the division. The Bengals, I mean, I think they're a really good team, but I don't think they're quite there yet. I think Joe Burrow needs a little bit more time before we can talk about them, like maybe competing for a wild card spot or something. But I think the Ravens and Browns being at the top two in the division is pretty good. So let's do that again. Ravens at 12-5, Browns 11-5, Bengals. I want to keep okay. Browns at 11-6, Bengals 5-12, Steelers 5-12. Sorry, I keep saying 11-5. It's just because of this thing. I guess I forgot to do one, but I didn't, and it's still saying 5-11, but I definitely didn't not do that. Whatever. AFC South. I had the Titans winning the AFC South at 10-7. I had the Colts at 9-8 in second. I had the Jaguars 7-10 in third, and then the Texans were last at 1-16. So yeah, obviously the Texans won't be nearly as good this year as they usually are years past, but it's not looking good for Houston right now. I mean, they just signed two quarterbacks that, I mean, at best they're just average. So, but the Titans, I had them at 10-7. Like that might be a little up in the air, but they they've always been they've always been a good team, but they're not the type of team that's going to go like 15-2 or something. But I had the Colts at second at 9-8. I'm not sure how people are going to feel about that, but I think that's pretty good for the Colts. I think that's about where it needs to be for them. It's not the most horrible one on this prediction, so yeah, that's good. So let's go over that again. I had the Titans in first at 10-7. I had the Colts in second at 9-8. The Jags at third at 7-10, and then the Texans at 1-16 in last. Let's move on to the AFC East. So AFC East. I had the Bills at 14-3, winning the AFC East. I also had the Dolphins in second at 9-8, Patriots in third at 8-9, and then of course I had New York Jets last at 4-13. I'm just gonna make clear that those predictions are right that I had like right there. So Sorry, my hand's shaking. I don't know why. Can't hold my hands still ever. Horrible camera person. All right, so let's go over that again. I had the Bills 14-3, Dolphins 9-8, Patriots 8-9, Jets 4-13. Obviously, I mean, if you don't think the Bills win the division, that's just kind of crazy. Josh Allen has a huge arm. That I feel like they're going to definitely always be competing for the number one spot or to get the number one spot in the division at least every year. I mean, if the Patriots can step their game up, and if Cam Newton doesn't have a good season, I think Mac Jones will be taking over. Maybe he's going to be a really great quarterback. Who knows? Preseason is going to start here soon, so we'll find out probably. So yeah, Bills 14-3, Dolphins 9-8, Patriots 8-9, Jets 4-13. Let's move on to the AFC West, which is of course the division that Patrick Mahomes does rule. So I had the Chiefs winning AFC West at 15-2. I had the Chargers in the second spot at 13-4. I had the Broncos in third at 11-6. I had the Raiders in last at 3-14. Yeah, 3-14. I know that's kind of bad. People are gonna be hating for that. I mean, to me personally, I just don't think the Raiders are competing to go to the playoffs at all this year. Um, they just they haven't shown me they've done enough in the offseason to make me believe that they're gonna be a competitive team. I mean, usually the Raiders will have a really they look like they'll be having a good season, and then they'll just fall off, and that's happened way too much recently, and it's just becoming like a running joke or like an ongoing thing. It's just it sucks for Raiders fans, I guess. I mean, because they have obviously, I mean, their defense struggles a lot, but they do have some good offensive weapons. I think I'm not sure if they have Nelson Aguilar anymore. I think he might be gone. I know they still have Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs. I knew they just got somebody, but I can't remember his name. Uh, yeah, their defense just needs work. They haven't had a great defense in a while. I mean, they're just always in the bottom defense. Their offense is pretty good. I just don't like the Raiders. I think they need to improve a lot more than what they're doing right now. The coach needs to do something. Someone's John Gruden. I mean, he's been doing all right as the Raiders coach right now. I mean, he could definitely be doing better, but I don't know how much you can ask from somebody. I mean, yeah, I mean, the Raiders just need to step their shit up. Let's just move on. Oh, let me say the records again. Chiefs win the division, 15-2. Chargers second, 13-4. And then you got Broncos in third spot, 11-6. And then the Raiders, of course, last at 3-14. Show you guys again, just so clear. It's probably not focusing. I can't see it, but maybe like soon I'll just like I'm not sure of this video. I'll put up like a new thing, like a screen. You can actually see these way better than what this is. But I'm saying them, so I mean, I guess that's good enough. Maybe. Let's just move on to the NFC North. NFC North. Packers. I had them winning the division, 13-4. I had the Bears at second, 8-9. I had the Lions in third at 5-12. I had the Vikings at last at 4-13. So pretty. I mean, it does get bad around third place at 5-12. It goes to 8-9 all the way to 5-12. So I mean, that's a little weird. But I just don't know. Don't judge me. No, I'm kidding. But the Packers, 13-4. I mean, they are the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers is gonna play. So he's gonna probably have a Aaron Rodgers type of year again. And then the Bears. I mean, this is a tough one. I mean, this division is not going to be the best. I mean, the Bears they traded away Mitchell Trubisky for Andy Dalton, and he's not like I don't understand that logic. I mean, Andy Dalton, I guess if you want a veteran, I mean maybe that's why they got him. Maybe Trubisky, I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes coaches see more in other players than others do. But I just don't understand it. I thought Trubisky was doing all right, but he's always just been kind of, you know, Trubisky's just always been kind of mediocre, and he can be good sometimes and inconsistent. That's what he's inconsistent like a lot. He's the definition of inconsistent if there was one. Um, yeah. So I had the Bears at 8-9, Lions at 5-12, and then the Vikings 4-13, and then Packers were in first at 13-4. So yeah, that's the NFC North. Don't be triggered, Vikings fans. I just had to do it. And then okay, NFC South. This one wasn't too bad. This one was actually kind of. I feel like people would actually agree with this one. But I had the Buccaneers at first at 15-2, the Saints in second at 10-7. I had the Falcons in third at 7-10, and then the Panthers at last at 5-12. Maybe I had the Panthers a little low, but I mean, I think I'm sure they gotta do something. I know obviously they got Sam Darnold, but I know the Saints. They don't have Drew Brees anymore, obviously. It's probably either going to be Winston or Hill. I'm sure it's going to be Jameis Winston though. If you could just fix the turnover problems, I think the Saints could definitely be a wild card spot and be competitive. And I had the Falcons at third at 7-10. I guess just the thing with the Falcons is just up in the air thing. I mean, they could be either really good and they'll just surprise you and be terrible, or it's either they'll start off bad and then end really good. It's always something like that. So I mean, I feel like this could be kind of what happens this year. I feel like they'll have like a decent season in the middle, then they'll kind of be better. Or no, they'll have a bad season at the start, and then they'll kind of have a better season in the middle, and then it's just kind of even at the end. So I had them at 7-10. So all right, let's go over that one more time. NFC South: Tampa Bay Buccaneers at first, 15-2. Saints second, 10-7. Falcons third, 7-10. Panthers last, 5-12. So easily Buccaneers. Obviously, we're getting that number one seed, but we're gonna save that for another video. Playoff predictions. Hopefully, I can save this. I don't want to do this again. It took way too long. So now let's do the NFC East. I had the Cowboys winning the division at 10-7. The Eagles second, 8-9. Football team third, 6-11. Giants last at 2-15. So yeah, this one was kind of tough. I mean, a lot of those teams are really good in that division. They're competitive. Obviously, Washington made the playoffs last year with Alex Smith at quarterback, but he retired, so he won't be playing this year. I had the Cowboys winning that division. Um, I feel like either way, if I didn't have them number one or would two or whatever, people would be mad either way. So I mean, you can't please everybody. I mean, the Cowboys, I had them at first. Just what I felt, honestly. I mean, the Cowboys. I know Prescott just got hurt last season, but I feel like he's gonna come back pretty strong. Maybe have some issues in the season a little bit, but overall, I feel like he's gonna be back and ready to go. I feel like they will win that division. As much as I don't like the Cowboys, but they're a good team overall. I mean, they are America's team. So yeah, I had them winning, and then I had the Eagles second at 8-9, and then football team 6-11, Giants 2-15. I feel like a lot of you won't be as mad as 2-15. That's pretty bad. I mean, I could have. This is not a very good list in my opinion for me, but I just did my best. I mean, I didn't realize at the end it was like some of the records was kind of weird, but the Giants, I feel like that's a reasonable one. I did have them be bad for a reason. I couldn't have any other team bad like on the NFC East. That I couldn't have the Eagles at 2-15. That would just be weird. Or the football team. So yeah, I feel like this division though. I mean, is going to be better than it usually is. I know this division is just known for being bad. I mean, the last couple years it's been pretty had some rough times, but it's gonna be better, I think. Still kind of bad, but yeah. Let's move on to NFC West. NFC West. I had the Seahawks winning the NFC West. This was probably the toughest one to pick out of. This division was very tough. There's some really good teams in this division. Pretty much all of them are really good, except for maybe the 49ers, which is the team I had last. But I'm just going to go in order because it's easier that way. Don't want to make it confusing for you guys. I had Seahawks in first place at 13-4, Rams in second place at 12-5, Cardinals in third place at 10-7, and then 49ers in fourth place at 6-11. I feel like this is really just a close division. There was a point where I had one team, they had the same record, and there was like a game that someone needed to win. I don't remember which one, but I did have the Seahawks winning that one. It's just really with that division, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be very competitive, and there's going to be some playoff, you know, environments and those, regular season games. And I did have the 49ers at 6-11, and that's just because I can't have all of them have the freaking 10-7 record. I mean, it's going to be close. I mean, the 49ers could definitely be better than 6-11. I mean, I just maybe last year if they weren't as bad as they were, I'd have them better. But I mean, a lot of the matchups that the 49ers had could have been close. But I gave them some losses that they could have won, but it was just really close. Um, yeah, and then the Cardinals, they had some. I mean, they play each other twice every year, so it's just really kind of tough to pick. But you got to give the Seahawks credit. I mean, they have Russell Wilson, which is arguably one of the best QBs in the league. The Rams just went and got Matthew Stafford, and he's been making some strides with the Rams, and they're looking like a good team. Their defense is phenomenal. Arizona, they just got AJ Green, so I feel like this division is going to be full of superstars, uh, and it's going to be a fun team to watch, or fun teams to watch. So yeah, if you guys like that, I mean, you can leave a like, you can subscribe, comment, share this video if you want to. I know some of them might have been kind of bad, but try my best, and I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be the video. Soon I probably will do a playoff prediction video. I'm not sure yet, but if I do have time, I will do that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. You can leave a like if you want to, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.